y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Hey. I thought I would just come on for a little while, a little bit. Y'all, this is literally Monday. Y'all, it is Monday, April 11th. This is Tips, Topics, and Talk. It's your girl, Paulette. I am the owner and founder of Brownstone Worldwide, which houses KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center, Brownstone Living and Essentials, and the syndicated radio show, The Sunday Brunch. I'm also the host of The Day Shift. And I thought I was going to go live today, but I forgot I had an early morning meeting, which was actually during the time that I had that I do the day shift. So I took the meeting instead. It's pertinent. It was pertinent. So y'all, listen, we got a bunch of stuff we're gonna talk about today. And my little feelings is hurt. Let me tell you why. Not so much my feelings are hurt. I have concerns. Okay. So I thought I would come on here and I would talk about those concerns that I have. Very interesting. And I think that it's important for us to talk about those things because something happened yesterday, and it was actually while we were broadcasting live. Well, a little bit before we were broadcasting live, and we're going to be talking about that today. So first things first, I want to make sure that you guys are liking and commenting and sharing and all of that fun stuff. So let's go through the formalities, right? Okay, so first things first, you want to head over to It's the Sunday Brunch on Facebook. You can check out itsthesundaybrunch.com and you can get more information about who I am pre-haircut, okay? And listen into the radio station as well on It's the Sunday Brunch. KCCR also has its own website, and it's kccrthebrownstone.com. You can definitely check that out. But y'all, I didn't come on here to talk about that. That's important too. But I definitely wanted to come on here and discuss with you guys a couple of things. One, this is the week of spring break here in the county that I live in Atlanta. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was a little girl, when I was a young woman, not even a woman, when I was a young idiot who was about 14, 15, 16 years old, I just knew that I was going to lay around and watch TV all day and listen to The Price is Right through my bedroom door, because that was like the thing back in the day to listen to. You know what I'm saying? But not this time. My parents were not like that. You had to get up, you had to clean. Spring break meant that we were washing baseboards, we were washing the fence, we were doing the lawn, we were doing all of that other stuff. So spring break was really just a break from school, and anything that was pertinent that was being held off from the house literally has to be taken care of during spring break time. Why? Because there are more hands. Well, it's a little bit different now in my household because I'm a little bit more lenient with the folks that are left in the house. And we're literally running a business. Everybody works a full-time job, those of us who are adults. But then we also run a business, and it's called Brownstone Living and Essentials. I'm sure that you guys are aware of it. Imani runs your butter bar. So we're doing all kinds of stuff. But things need to be done for the business, and the house still needs to be taken care of. And it's spring break. Now, I have been watching throughout my timeline. I've been watching people. Y'all come on in here. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I've been watching people all up and down my timeline who are taking their kids on vacations. Y'all taking them to the Bahamas. Y'all taking them to Florida. Listen, you are taking them around the world for spring break, or what some people call holiday. Okay, I ain't taking mine nowhere. You're gonna go outside and you're gonna cut that grass. That's what you're gonna do. Yeah, I'm that mother. Okay, so we also run a store, and so you're gonna get up and you're gonna come and work at the store too. I don't care that you have spring break, because I don't get a break. You're not gonna get a break either, and I want to teach you that that's what you're going to get. Now, does that mean that I'm so mean and so hardcore when it comes to, rearing and raising kids, that I'm just not going to allow you to do anything? You do what you want to do with yours. I'm going to make sure that this one right here, the one that's left in the house, handles his business. Okay. So if the grass needs to be cut, that's what he's doing right now, that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut the grass. We're going to trim the hedges. We're going to do everything that you're supposed to do, because at the end of the day, you do get an allowance. Okay. And we do live in an area where we have to keep the grass cut. We have to keep the lawn straight. And first of all, we're the very first house when you enter the complex. So I don't want it to be an eyesore. So we have to stay on top of our game. Now, does that mean that we're not going to do anything for spring break? Absolutely not. Doesn't mean that at all. What it means is that we're going to have a very healthy balance of taking time off and also handling the responsibilities of the household and of the business. You have to do that. Okay. That's just me. Is that a tip for you guys? No. Am I excited that I'm seeing a lot of parents who are taking their children on all of these outings and so forth? Absolutely. You guys have a great time. I just know mine ain't going. It's not happening. First of all, budget from a budgetary perspective, yeah, no, that's a whole no. Absolutely not. No, especially since I found out how much it is right now to do some traveling. So we're just going to lay low just for a little while, and we're going to continue to build the business, and we're going to continue to make sure that home is always home. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, personally. So if I am wrong at any time, please let me know. In the meantime, what I need you guys to do is to go ahead and download the KCCR My Brownstone Living app and listen in. Also, make sure that you're getting that Brownstone Blends seasoning starter pack at mybrown.living.com. Right now, we are offering a 20% off the Brownstone Blend starter pack, and you can use the code. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to put the code up there. That's the code that you want to use when you are getting ready to check out with Brownstone Blends only. Does that mean that we're not going to be doing any other coupons or sales or deals or gift cards? Absolutely not. We're going to be doing that as well. Okay, so that you guys can continue to get things to help you live the brownstone lifestyle and also to enjoy those new spices. Big shout out, first of all, to all of the people who have let me know. You've been sending inboxes and messages, you've been sending emails, and you sent pictures. Y'all sent pictures, and I want to share those on our next broadcast of what you are doing with your spices, which I really, really appreciate. It humbles me and it helps me to understand that I have to go harder and do better with everything that we are offering up. So I think that it's a pretty good thing. Thank you so much for those of you all. Big shout out to all of the people who have purchased it. Big shout out to those folks who want to come and pick up your blends, and big shout out to those people who are too far away and we still have to ship. Okay, so quiet as it's kept, we're out. We're actually out. So we're actually waiting for our shipment of the blends to come back in so we can prepare our new boxes with the blend. So just wanted to kind of share that with you. But once again, hey, welcome. Y'all come on in here, come in this room. Go ahead and share this. Go ahead and share this particular broadcast. And I'm pulling up some stuff that I think is super important. And I'm doing this number one because this is also tips, topics, and talk, but it's also a day shift, if you will, because guess what? I ain't do it this morning. And the reason why I'm telling y'all my business, I had a meeting this morning at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. That means I had to get up, leave the house, all of that, and get to my office and sit there and go, oh yes, oh absolutely, and yeah, care for a few minutes and then come on back and focus on the other things that I have to do. So that was pretty good. It was a great meeting. And so, yeah, you still got to do what you got to do. Now, I want you guys to take advantage of the newsletter that's coming out. If you want the newsletter, which comes out on Wednesday afternoon, go to mybrownstonerliving.com and you can enter in your email address. We're going to set it up where eventually whenever you come to the page, you'll be able to enter it there and take it from there through Messenger if you want to do that. I think this is a bit cumbersome by asking people to move past where they currently are. So shout out to all of the people over at Brownstone Living and Essentials. Guess what we're going to be doing over there, y'all? We're going to be sharing with you guys tips, news, and information on what we do with the store. Why is that important? Honey, let me tell you. Because I have been doing consignment, I have been doing resale stores for well over 18 years. That was literally one of the ways that I generated revenue for myself while I was in graduate school, while I had the kids. And we did really well where I didn't have to do anything else except for, handling the business. And now I was working at a radio station at the time, but this was just a great side hustle. And it turned into the love that I do right now, which is, we sell stuff. Yeah. And so what we are currently doing right now, just so that you guys are aware, we sell home goods. We sell things like skillets and pots and pans and utensils and so forth. And Of course, the blends, and of course, your brownstone living and essentials kitchen towels and mats. And so we're going to be expanding that. But the reason why we're opening up Brownstone Living and Essentials a little bit more is because I enjoy it, and I know my daughter enjoys it as well. So we're going to be doing it together. We are going to be talking about all things, I guess you want to say side hustle, when it comes to consignment, when it comes to selling, when it comes to selling products and services, those kinds of things. We're going to be giving you tips, topics, and talk on that particular subject. So if I were you, I would stay tuned, because we're going to be going live, she and I together. We're going to be talking about what it all entails, because we literally open the store every week. And she's there now, actually. And so we're going to be we're going to actually open the store 3 days out of the week, because normally we're not open until the weekend. So that's going to be pretty cool. And I hope that you guys will take the opportunity to enjoy some of the articles and the content and the videos that we're going to be providing. I actually loaded one, I think, about one of the finds that we got. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There was a time when we did a lot of reselling when we first got started, and we still have a lot of those products left. And we found one of them, and it was so freaking hilarious. It's actually, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. I'm going to encourage you to head over to Brownstone Living and Essentials, and I loaded a video on what we found, and it was so super stinking cute. Now, the other thing that's available here is let us know where you're from. I want to know that. And so we're from Atlanta. That's where we currently are right now. There's no place like home. So shout out your home in the comments. But I want to share with you guys what I found in our stash. And that's actually at Brownstone Living and Essentials, if you want to go and check that out. Also, there are some sales and some deals that I think is going to be pretty awesome for you guys to check out. And also how to get KCCR the Brownstone on your phone, on your digital devices, so you can listen to us pretty much anywhere. So I'm excited about that. That's pretty cool. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about, because we've talked about spring break now, okay? I'm just, kudos to everybody that's going out of town. Now, probably what we're going to do is when the summer hits, we'll go somewhere, but not for just, no. We got stuff around the house that needs to be done. So we're going to take that time to do that now. So I've just told you what's happening around the brownstone, and we're working on some other things. I literally have another meeting to go to here shortly. So I thought, let me come on, go live, talk to you guys for a little while, give you some news and information that you can use, and some tips, topics, and some talk, kind of hang out with you guys a little bit before I head off to my next meeting. Okay, so one of the things that I found to be very interesting is I wanted to talk, y'all, I'm sorry. This is Easter weekend, and I just had a flashback to Crown Royal and heavy grease on a pressing comb. I just had a moment. And I don't know how I feel about that right now. So let me just go ahead and just get that out of my system, that I absolutely hated that time of year. Anybody else remember getting their ears burnt or their forehead burnt trying to get their hair pressed? Y'all say hi to KJ. He's cutting the grass. You don't look too happy, because it's spring break. That's what we're talking about today. It's spring break. And KJ will tell you every year we do stuff around the house during spring break. And it's just to get stuff ready, because when we have the opportunity, we'll get to do some additional traveling, especially during the summer. And that I'm excited for. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys. Let me show y'all something. Let's talk about what not to do in your business. Hang tight. I'm going to go and grab this. I literally threw it away about 10 minutes ago, but I'm going to go get it. Oh, so sore. Hang on. Uh-oh. That ain't no good. Okay. So, y'all, this box was given to my son by...
What happened to him?
I threw him away. You want to go eat it? Y'all, let me tell y'all about this. Y'all ready for this? I want y'all to hear this circus. And this box was given to my son by a woman who was selling candy covered chocolate coated strawberries. And she gave it to him. She was driving through the neighborhood. I guess he was walking on his way back from the grocery store. And she gave him this box. It is the cutest box. Look at this. It's darling. But let me tell y'all something. Inside of the box, first of all, she was selling these. And second of all, you don't know my son from a can of daggone paint. Mistake number one. I hope I never find out who you are, because I find it to be very inappropriate that you would even take it upon yourself to give this to somebody's child. You wouldn't want nobody to do this to you. So she's a business owner, I guess, here in the city that we live in. And she was, I guess, done, he said. And so she gave him, I'm trying not to say their name because I don't want to put them on blast, but I'm going to say it like this. Joy Lou, girl, you need to get it together. Because if you planning on doing if this was a promo, this was a very bad way of doing a promo. Okay. Now the box is crazy cute. Look at it. It says Happy Easter. Inside of the box, I've dumped them out already. Inside of the box, there was Easter grass, just regular paper. What?
They're just some strawberries.
It's bigger than that, KJ. You saying that it's just some strawberries, and you don't even understand that you didn't know this person. Now, what if you'd have been like your sister, and you'd have took this box that was full of chocolate covered strawberries, y'all, and it wasn't even real chocolate. It was like the candy covered, you know, the little white chocolate or whatever. What if you'd have done like your sister would have done, and she'd have been like, "Oh, thank you," and started walking and eating all of the strawberries in here. Now, the strawberries were not encapsulated in anything. They were just on top of the daggone grass in this container. Let me tell y'all where I got an issue. And I don't know about nobody else. I can only talk about myself. But I know what I can't do, and I'm not going to do as a parent. So wait a minute. Okay, let me back up. So KJ brought it in the house. We didn't know. So Amina comes to me and she was like, Mimi, can I have some of the Easter candy? Easter candy? We got Easter candy here? And so I said, well, where is it? And so I'm thinking that it's candy that her mom has brought. And it was literally in the foyer in the house, right? Right when we walk in, there's an area where we leave our shoes. And this box was sitting there. So now either A, y'all don't walk in this house and y'all don't put this down, or B, one of us in the house has done it. And I know it wasn't me.
So what had happened was I walked in and everything, it was like the Sprite was real heavy, so I just put it down real quick.
And you forgot about it.
And I forgot about it.
And that's okay. That's fine. So when Amina asked me about it, now let me tell you, if Amina had been anybody else, she probably would have opened it up and eaten the strawberries that were in it. Here's where this is a problem, small business owner like me. This is a food product. That's one. That's a whole issue. That you are selling these and you gave this to an underage child. We don't know how long it had been sitting outside since you said that you were selling them. That's what KJ told me now, that the lady said that she was done selling them. She was getting rid of the rest of them, XYZ. And it's got your business name on it. This is a bad move, especially when you're talking about a food product, okay? Because based upon what I know, doing what I do on an everyday basis, I'm responsible for over 3,000 people eating every single day on a campus, okay? So there are certain rules and guidelines that I have to follow as part of my duties to make sure that people don't get sick. One of them is don't serve them expired food. Expired food could be 2 hours, which is the health department standard here where I live. If it's been over 2 hours, you got to throw it away. I don't care how pretty it is. I don't care how hungry you are. But you can set yourself up for all kind of issues if somebody gets sick eating your product. I also know that because of Brownstone Blends, and I have to do my due diligence and make sure that we're doing everything we're supposed to do so that when you get your product, that it is not going to make you sick, spices or not. So the strawberries were laying on top of the grass, and then this is crazy. It was laying on top of the grass, and it was just in my living room. It was in the foyer. And I thought, what is this? So I didn't ask until today. I didn't ask. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just put them in the refrigerator because my thought was, oh, Imani must have gotten this for her. This is super cute. Well, it's got the business name on it. What it doesn't have is contact information, no website. I've done the research. You're not on Facebook. You're not, you're not searchable via Google. So who are you? This is a concern for me. Now, from a protective mother's perspective, you just driving around passing out poison. Okay? Because at the end of the day, that's what this looks like. Is you're walking around passing out, here, little boy, would you like this? Here, little black boy, would you? Because it was a white woman. He said it was a white woman. So now I'm real concerned. Who are you? And how dare you feel comfortable enough to give this to somebody's child? I don't care what he looked like. He's a kid. So that's one. But from a business perspective, if you think passing out your chocolate covered strawberries that's laying directly on grass in a box, you think that that's a great way to drum up new customers, you are absolutely mistaken. Absolutely mistaken. Okay? There are other ways for you to find your customer base. And going around and driving around with boxes of hot strawberries ain't it. Okay? You have different ways of doing that. You can join your local chamber, and you can create your business cards, and you can pass them out at these events. You can reach out to your local church and find out exactly when they may be having, business events and things of that nature. What else can you do? You can also use social media. Let people know that you're here. Tell them where you're going to be popping up. How can they get your product? And then also, you can make sure that, especially when you're dealing with a food product that people are going to be consuming, even if it's like your hair or something like that, you got to be careful out here just buying up folks' stuff. And if you are making stuff, here's something else you need to do too. You need to do your due diligence on the safety of your product. Now, I will tell you that is one thing that Imani does with your butter bar. Okay? That is absolutely one thing that she did before she got started. She wanted to know the safety of it, what it was going to do, the efficacy of it, how could it hurt somebody, blah. And it's soap, but you need to she always makes sure that her calculations are correct, her measurements are correct, how much things weigh. All of that is super important to her when she is doing what she's doing. So I am saying to whomever this person was that dropped this off, I'm not here to dog you out. It sounds like it, but this could have gone far worse than it did. Somebody could have eaten it and gotten sick and ended up in the ER with food poisoning. And we can't find out where they came from. And being that these are children, most kids would have eaten it and not thought two things about it. But the minute that I found out that it was a giveaway from a local business owner, I guess who's trying to grow their business or their stuff, whatever, it doesn't matter, I threw them away. Because what you're not going to do is get my family sick. Now, if they were encapsulated or, if it was sealed, it wasn't even sealed, y'all. The package wasn't even sealed. The strawberries were just laying on top of grass. Really? How many people did you get sick yesterday? And again, we don't even know who you are. I see your little sticker on there. What you scared of? Make it bigger so we can see who you are. Here's my point to you. It takes a lot to run a business, especially in 2022. It also takes a lot because everybody's eyeballs are seeing billions of things every single day, right? And because of that, we have got to be more diligent in how we present our businesses, our services, our wares. All of that stuff is important. You know what I'm saying? So when you are just randomly, and I still don't understand this. I still don't get the whole coming up and giving this to somebody's child that you don't know. That blows my freaking mind. It really does. So I'm saying all of that to say, going forward, do your due diligence when it comes to providing a product or service to somebody. Let people know that your product is safe. Let people know that you've done your homework to make sure that when you use their product, that they're protected, that there are certain things that you're going to do, a disclaimer, whatever you got to do, right? So, I think it just really varies from one business to another. But if you're dealing with a food product, you definitely have to be super, super careful with that, right? You got to be careful in your preparation of it and where you lay things out. You got to make sure that you're wearing protective gear or your PPEs when you're handling food items. I don't know this woman. I don't know what she did. Yeah, we threw it away. And I'm going to tell you something else. Let's talk about that just for a moment. When you are providing a product or a service and it is not well put together, guess what people are going to do, honey? They're going to do exactly what I did. They're going to throw it away. They're not going to look at it. They're not going to pay attention to you because you're not driving your engagement. You're not doing the homework. You're not doing the stuff that's necessary to continue to stay in front of people. Now, there are times where we get busy here and things might get a little bit behind, but we try our best as a small business to do everything we can to stay on top of the products that we offer, that we sell, to stay like when I'm done here and after I'm done with my last 2 meetings of the day, I have to load new product to the Shopify store, right? So that you guys can see what else that we offer. This is work. Okay? I want you all to know this is work. Period, point blank. And you have to, number one, always think about your customer. What kind of value are you bringing to them? That is important. But then also make sure that you protect yourself and make sure people understand that your product is valuable by treating it as such, by packaging it as such, by making sure that when people see your product, they can trust it. If I ever see that company name again, I won't purchase a product because of how this was handled. And if I have any kind of audience, I've already said the business's name, that could be a bad thing. That could be an absolute bad thing. And again, what would have happened if KJ had eaten it before he got home and we ended up with a sick kid? Those are the things that you got to think about. How am I presenting my business? How am I going to continue to keep my business in front of the many, many, many types of eyeballs that are out there? And how can I get the people to trust that my product is good and it is safe and that it's not going to harm them? Those are the things you need to ask yourself, especially when you're talking about a product that people can apply to their physical bodies or put inside of themselves. You can't just throw anything out there, ladies, gentlemen. You can't do that. You have to do your due diligence. You have to have a plan. She didn't have a plan. She couldn't have, because ain't no way in the world you would have done that knowing what you know now about just randomly giving your stuff to people because you want business. You want people to know who you are. You think that child cared? He told you what he did when he put it on the floor. All right, enough of that. So do your due diligence. Make sure that you are using all of the stuff out here that is for you for absolutely free. You can start a page on Facebook. You can start something on Instagram. You can create your own website for absolutely free. Now, if it were me, I would go ahead and create a domain name too and take the free off and just pay the extra whatever to make it your own page. Hire the people that you need. Do what you need to do to make your business legitimate. Make sure that you're also reaching out to your local authorities and finding out about getting your EIN. Y'all, pause. If you paying for an EIN, I'm going to come find you with a switch. Okay? Enough of that. Now, let's talk about the last thing on our list for tonight, and that is money. Today is Money Mondays. Y'all know it. You know it. You know it. You know it. So guess what I am doing? I have my handy dandy notebook that is open and ready. And guess what we are doing? We are already balancing our money, our checkbooks, our accounts, finding out how we're doing, or checking accounts, not checkbooks, because honey, listen. So I've checked the accounts. I know how much money was going in and what's coming out. I already have checked the business accounts to see what's coming in and what's going out. This is a great week. Why? Because guess what, folks? We are a part of the Facebook Bonus Reels program, okay? And that is for Brownstone Worldwide. So any money that is made from that goes directly to the business account. And so today is a really good day for you to look at your numbers. And like our guest from yesterday talked about, discerning what your budget is going to be. I cannot wait to have Miss Jeanette come back on. So for those of you all who missed yesterday's show, Tips, Topics, and Talk, we had our financial coach expert come in. Her name is Miss Jeanette Barnett. She is a certified financial coach, and her expertise is everything money. So she came on, she chatted with us. We prepared lunch. Was it lunch? It was more like a late breakfast, late lunch kind of thing, because it was almost like 7 o'clock, right? But we hung out and she gave some valuable information. I would encourage you to go back and check the live from yesterday because she answered questions as you guys were asking them. We're definitely going to have Miss Jeanette back. The name of her business is The Cultivated Seed. The Cultivated Seed. And guess what, girls and boys? She's going to also be in this week's newsletter. I am really, really excited about that. She's going to be providing more news and information that you can use about your money here in the Brownstone to help you live a better life as a Brownstone community member. Okay. So that's going to be cool. So we're going to help you live the Brownstone lifestyle with your home decor, with your meals, and also with your money, honey. We want everybody to do well. Okay. So here's what we're going to be working on for the rest of the day. I have a couple of meetings. We're going to be doing some editing over at KCCR today. And we're going to be adding some new podcasts that you guys can check out for the Lolo. It's called FREE. Yeah, I said Ara. Okay, so FREE. Okay, you can definitely check it out over at KCCR by downloading the app. As you can see, it's scrolling across the bottom, or you can go to kccrthebrownstone.com while you're at work. You can listen to it on your browser or whatever. We're adding new content, things that you definitely, because we did a survey. We want to know what you guys want to hear. You might not want to listen to music all day, so we're not going to give you music all day in the future, okay? You want to know about gardening, you want to know about building your home, or, making sure that your grass is taken care of, whatever. Honey, we got you. We're going to make sure that stuff is officially going to be a part of helping you live the Brownstone lifestyle with KCCR the Brownstone. Now, on Wednesday, I will be back. And let me see, what am I doing on Wednesday, honey? Oh, I'm not even going to tell you. But I already have a schedule of everything that's going to be done for the rest of the year. So I know what I'm preparing, what I'm cooking, all that stuff. So y'all, we have a really fun recipe that we're going to be doing on, is it Friday, Wednesday? Wait a minute. Oh, so wait a minute. Where am I at? Oh, here we are. So the newsletter comes out, and we're going to be preparing a quick meal in 30 minutes. Hey, thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. And then let's see, we also have on Friday, we're going to go live again here on Facebook and on YouTube, right? So some of you guys are watching me on YouTube, some of you are not, and it's all good. I ain't tripping, but I appreciate you. Hey, Tony, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we'll be back on Wednesday for the day shift at 8 a.m. Again, I had a meeting at 8 a.m. Y'all, I couldn't do day shift this morning. It was so super important that I not miss that. So super important. And let's see. Tony, I haven't forgotten about you. It's been so busy with me, death in the family, coming back from Milwaukee and all of that stuff. We definitely need to get together. Y'all, the Hot Lunch Mix is back, of course, with some new stuff. We want you to definitely check it out. And then what else am I doing? Y'all, Sunday is Easter. So you already know. Let's talk about what the topic is. Y'all ready for this? So the topic for the Sunday brunch this coming Sunday is your life is your legacy. Oh, that's pretty good. I actually came up with that. Can y'all believe it? I'm playing. Okay, so if you want to check out the Sunday brunch, definitely download the app, get ready, because we're going to be doing a slew of jazz and gospel for the Sunday brunch. And that is where, of course, me, your host of the syndicated radio show, The Sunday Brunch, is going to help you do what? Rise and shine for your life. Now, my time is just about up here. Actually, I'm over because I'm trying to get into the habit of not going over 30 minutes. Lies. I can't do it because I'm so busy doing other stuff. Now, so we have that, but we're doing an Easter bunny cake on Sunday. Y'all don't want to miss that. This is going to be a lot of fun. It really is. So y'all don't want to miss it. As a matter of fact, I might even do like a little promo so you guys can come and join us. And maybe, do something on your own with it or whatever, but it's going to be super cute. All right. And then again, we have another newsletter coming out. So y'all, it's already planned out. We already know what we're doing. Now, here's something else that you might not know. On Tuesdays, I go live on Instagram. On Thursdays, I go live on TikTok. A lot of people don't know that. Okay. And that's probably because you're spending more of your time here like I do on Facebook, but I don't want to neglect my audience over there as well because I have a pretty big audience over there. So it's pretty cool. All right. Now, what we're going to be doing next is asking you guys to join us on KCCR. Get some good music, get some good news and information that you can use with Alan Edwards. And we will see you tomorrow morning. 3 things that I always like for you to do. If you want to catch this replay and find out about the shenanigans of the small business that wanted us to eat the strawberries that was sitting on the grass in her box, press replay and let me know that you were here. 3 things that I would like for you to do before we leave is love your life. You only get one. Live your life to the fullest and enjoy every experience. And lastly, breathe through every single moment. 3 commands: love, live, and breathe. I will see you around these Facebook streets on Reels, in the metaverse, on the lives, and on the posts. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.